It's kind of warm out today. I just got home from a bit of a meeting, almost sort of like training course, I want to say. I went in today not really knowing what I was going to do. My boss for my part-time just told me like, hey, show up Monday, 10 a.m. at this place near Wall Street. I was like, sure, why not? I figured it was just like a one-time thing, just kind of like a meeting, just kind of like you're gonna show up, you're gonna be here for a few hours and then that's it, because it's supposed to be 10 to 2. It's like 4 a.m., not 4 a.m., 4 p.m. right now. I just got home. And it was for, well, it's a good question. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say, but it was for a legal group here in New York. Essentially a law firm, but more geared towards pro bono stuff. I want to say more geared towards just, like doing free work. So almost like a legal clinic, I want to say, more so than a law firm. It was really nice. It was a really nice opportunity. And essentially, it's kind of like a volunteer opportunity if I want to take it. And so I might do a little bit of it. It's just doing stuff that's kind of related to my part-time job, but for like a legal group that would be able to help people in a sense that, you know, normally the part-time work that I do isn't able to do because we're not lawyers. I'm not a lawyer either, by the way. If I was a lawyer, you think I'd be making YouTube videos? I'd be making bank practicing law somewhere. Also, can 24-year-olds be lawyers? Can you finish law school by 24? Because I actually don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm sure if you like finish high school early and college early and stuff like that, sure, but I did not, so definitely not a lawyer. We were making the joke though that we were all going to become lawyers because of this, but definitely not the case. Definitely not going to be an attorney at law ever in my life. Would be cool, but God no, because it's a lot of time and a lot of money that I do not have at all. But like I said, so it's essentially just kind of like a volunteer ship opportunity if I want to take it. I mean, it's not really whether I take it or not. It's like an open offer, so I can just kind of go in and volunteer whenever I want to. I might do it a bit, but I'm not sure yet. It also always depends on, you know, my availability, my time, just because of the channel, streaming, and then also just my regular part-time work, because this would be kind of in addition to that, although it would be, you know, in relation to it, I would be going there as a member of the organization that I'm with for my part-time job, so it's a crossover, essentially, and it's really cool, and I would love to do it to, you know, help people out and everything. It's just a matter of time and all that fun, wonderful stuff that I wish I had more of. I did have to dress up a little today, so I'm wearing like a business casual sort of, which it's warm. It's 74 degrees out right now on April, like early April, and it's mid-70s out. Like that's pretty ridiculous for New York, and it's supposed to be like that. I think most of the week it's gonna be high 60s most of the days, but right now it's mid-70s, and I wasn't expecting it because it was like 50s all weekend, and it was a nice weekend away, and I come back and it's like this now, and I'm like, this is too much for me. I want 50s. I want 50s, low 60s, 70s. Save that for May, save that for June, please. Like, I like a little bit cooler weather, I guess I would say. Also, because I kind of just got off track, the other good thing about this, this volunteership is that even if I'm not doing it, even if just the other members of the organization are doing it, it does benefit me because my boss was saying that it actually helps me out with I was gonna say legal issues, but it's not even legal issues, just like any sort of legal services that I need will kind of just be like tit for tat. Like we do this volunteership work for them, and in return they do like legal services for us for free. So there's actually a couple things in the works already. I won't discuss it just because it's one of those things where I don't want to discuss anything until it's actually like official, until it's set in stone, all that fun stuff. And it's not even anything that anyone watching this would probably really care about. Maybe a couple people would, but it's not anything exciting. It's something that's exciting to me, but that's probably about it, in all honesty. And one thing I kind of just wanted to talk about real fast, because I discussed it a little bit earlier in the vlog, just talking about time and availability and everything like that. For a while, I was doing the daily streams, the Mass Effect Andromeda daily streams, where I was doing Monday through Friday for Mass Effect Andromeda streams, Saturday, Sunday for other streams, and first it started off pretty okay, but goddamn, was that a lot of work. Streaming every day on top of videos almost killed me, in all honesty, and it was crazy. It was just a lot more work than I really expected it to be at first, because it started off being fine, you know, doing like these 4-hour streams, 3-hour streams every night, and then just as I kept on doing it more and more, I just got to this point where I was like, I feel dead. I didn't sleep well any night. I felt like crap whenever I woke up, and it was just the thing of like, the day just like flew by and not in a good way. And before I knew it was time to stream, by the time I was done streaming, I still had video work to do. So it was just this really kind of stressful period. I'm still gonna finish Mass Effect Andromeda on streams. I'm actually doing them this week, back to the nightly streams, but I think this is gonna be the final week for it. I think I can finish Andromeda this week without rushing through it, but still doing like enough of the stuff, doing like loyalty missions, a couple side quests, and doing the main story as well. I think that I can get that done this week. Even if I don't get it done this week, I'll just finish it next week. I'm just gonna try and wrap that up. And I'm not gonna be doing the daily streams as a normal thing. Because even when I saw like friends and family, everyone was just like, wow, George, you look like shit. You look like you're falling apart at the seams. And I'm sure a couple people noticed it. Some people in streams noticed it too. They're like, George, you seem really not thrilled. You seem like you're going to fucking die. And I was like, yeah, I feel like it. So it was definitely one of those things where people noticed that it was just kind of stressing me out a little bit. And like I've seen other YouTubers talk about it, like trying to do those nightly streams, like it's a lot of work. It's essentially doubling my workload, and that's not necessarily a healthy thing. Like as much as I enjoyed doing it for the first week or so, like past that, it just got to be a lot, and you gotta know your limits. And it's, I don't know, it's almost a good thing that I did this, because now I know like, okay, I can do this amount of work without going insane, without wanting to blow my brains out, stuff like that. So it's like, all right, so I don't know, just like a time management sort of thing, just like knowing how much I can do before it's too much on my plate, yada, yada, yada. I really didn't have a topic for today's vlog. It was kind of just getting you guys caught up to speed, which is what vlogs tend to be for a lot of people anyway. So just kind of talking a little bit about the volunteership thing, talking about why I'm not going to do nightly streams past Andromeda, which I didn't think I was going to do anyway, but I just, you know, figured I'd let people know, just in case for whatever reason they're like, oh yeah, absolutely, George is going to do nightly streams on top of videos, which would probably be cool, but there's a reason why people are usually just a streamer full-time or a YouTuber full-time. Doing both is a little bit much, and, you know, there's ways you can do it probably, but with the amount of videos that I do, I would have to, I don't know, it would be a bit much. I would have to cut down on videos if I wanted to stream every day of the week, yada yada. And even then, it would just kind of be a bit much, I feel. Because there's a difference between doing like a live stream versus doing recorded videos where it's like a video is like half an hour to 45 minutes or anything like that. Versus like, okay, here's like 3 hours of streaming where it's just like you're always on, you're always like, okay, I need to talk to these people, I gotta talk to this, yada, 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 if that makes any sense. A little bit hyped up on caffeine. I had a lot of coffee today because it's the earliest I've had to wake up in a little while now, so it was like I need to be super awake for this volunteership introduction type thing. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So that's gonna be it. Mass Effect Andromeda streams are continuing this week, probably wrapping up this week. We shall see. And I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully I'll have some stuff to talk about soon. I was talking about like the stuff with the legal group and some other things I've been doing that are kind of in the works for the channel in general. 91,000 subscribers. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers. I am really goddamn excited about it. People were asking if I had any plans for 100,000 subscribers. It's a little while away still, unless I got like a crazy big like surge all of a sudden. Who fucking knows? It's always a possibility. I would love if I got a surge and hit like 10,000, not 10,000, 100,000 this week or next week or the week after that. That'd be crazy, but at this rate, let's aim for sometime this year. I think that's reasonable. I think that's doable, that's possible, etc., etc., as I kind of just spin around the room a little bit, which I always say you shouldn't do. They always, I learned that at a YouTube seminar once, like if you're, for whatever reason, you're ever approved to do like an on stage or like an on screen or a televised thing, they'll always put you in a chair that swivels. Do not swivel, it's like a test. Like they put you in the swivel chair, they're like, don't swivel, because it looks like shit on camera, on television, etc. That's why I'm doing it in this vlog, because I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit.